The story of Jesus is in the forefront for every one of his disciples. What happens when our stories start to be seriously informed by Jesus' story is the stuff of which discipleship is really made. This morning, it's a great privilege for me to introduce to you John Becker, who's going to tell some of the story that he is experiencing right now. John.
Good morning. My name's John Becker. My wife Kim and I, along with our children Joshua and Kaylin, attend ZPC here. And our story goes as this. 4 weeks ago, this healthy young guy collapsed on his job and was taken to the hospital. Within 12 to 14 hours, I was diagnosed with stage 4 or level 4 glioblastoma, which for those who don't know is cancer of the brain. The first thing I had to do was deal with this after emotions running high and low for those days. And the only thing I could come up with at that time was I had to go to God daily. I could not do a blanket prayer and cover this situation and expect everything to be okay. I had to be taken to my knees. One of the things that came to me, and it's just a verse from way back, that just kind of gave me a peace and a comfort, was from Psalms 46:10, and the Lord kept repeating it over and over to me. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations, and I will be exalted on the earth. God is in control of what's going to happen to me. He knew it before it started. He knows what's going on now, and he will see it through to its end, whatever that may be. Just to jump back a little, 7 weeks ago, if any of you were here and remembered, they were offering anointings here at church for those who desire to be anointed. For whatever reason, for whatever purpose, my wife and I came forward, and I asked to be anointed, and in my heart, I was just simply asking God, take my Christian walk on a new path, help me be effective. God did that, and it wasn't exactly the answer I was looking for, but it was a wake-up call. God took everything that I had, my job, my small business, and even my ability for this time to drive. He took it away, but he took it for his purpose. One question that never came to my mind in the hospital within those 12 hours or since then is why? It wasn't for me to ask why, it was for me to ask, what can I do? This situation from the beginning was never about John Becker. It has always been about Christ. I ask God daily to get me through the next 24 hours, the next 24 hours, the next 24 hours. Make each day count, and to be a witness for his glory. I do this also by resting daily in his arms and his love and his peace. And that's what brings me joy in this situation, to know that it's not in vain. My family and I are thankful for God's provision and the love and the incredible amount of help that we're receiving from family and friends. It's been a very loving family, very large family, and through all this, we're seeing them quickly come together and all the things that would separate them disappear. The biggest blessing of all is knowing that I am not alone in this journey. Hebrews 13:5, God says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. That's where my joy comes from. In closing, I want to encourage people who have not committed to go ahead and commit to Christ, with the understanding that when you do, stand ready to accept the path that God chooses for you and for His glory. Thank you.